moving right along when I'm working with somebody with knee pathology, heading towards surgery or coming out of surgery, I do quite a bit of stuff laying down. A lot of the time, because it takes the pressure of gravity off of their knees, so I might spend quite a bit of time doing that, but we know that functional movement is them being able to walk, right? And a lot of that functional movement or that gait, the walking, starts to disintegrate pretty quickly when they're heading down that trail. So this exercise is called hoof. What I'm looking at is that their hips are nice and steady. Those hip bones, ASIs, are facing the ladder. And I ultimately want my client to feel that the leg, so remember we're working on the right side, that the leg is almost dropping out of the socket when they're doing the work. So everything that I do is to encourage space in the knee, space in the hip, and that's going to give them a little bit more freedom to move well. So go ahead and start to bend the knee and lift the heel, yeah, and then control them back. Good. Now this is how I tend to hold my client on this particular exercise, is I'm ultimately blocking the knee, right? So sometimes I'll just block the knee, hand at the top of, or the bottom of the hamstring, and hand at the bottom of the knee, and then come back. That just stops the client from letting the knee go forward, and now the hamstring is having to work to control the step in. Right? So it's a feeling of dragging the heel towards the sits bone to push on out, and then controlling back in. This is the very first phase of your take off in your walking. Is called hoof off. So it's lifting your hoof. Right? Once the client gets good at that, now you can imagine that the standing leg is doing quite a bit of work while this leg is moving. Right? So there's a stabilizer and a mover. I could also add on some tension. So if you step on through here, and then this takes over where my hand was really, but now they have a good understanding of where they've got to be going from. Go ahead and lift the heel up, push away, and then control back in. Right? It gives you much more feedback. It's a little bit more challenging, but the feedback makes sure that you're also doing it well. So sometimes you'll find that your client can feel their hamstring more when they've got the strap there, and it gives you a little bit of freedom to be able to leave them to do the exercise well themselves. You get that? Yeah. What I'm looking for, remember, is that the knee is not going forwards, right? The knee is pretty much staying fixed. It's okay if there's a little bit of movement, but you don't want the knee doing like a circle or a cycle at all, right? Beautiful. With this one, I would be doing, if this is the knee that we're working on, I'd be doing this side first, but then you definitely want to do this side, because then when you're standing on this leg, then that leg's going to be working a lot. I probably don't do ABA with this one, but I might do AB. So maybe 10, 10, 10, 10. So maybe 2 rounds of it on both sides, because now the leg is working as it should in gait or proper movement, which is as a mobilizer and a stabilizer. Yeah?